Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Conway, South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Graves. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There he goes. Oh, better look out. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Coastal. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback.
There he goes. Touchdown, Liberty. Great job by the back on the option.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Flames. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he doinks it off the left upright.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Liberty.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for you.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy.
The shot that clears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, shot to clear. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
But if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Flames! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Touchdown, Coastal. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy.
A field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
Well, they start 4-0, and I think the biggest challenge now for this coaching staff is keeping this team focused on the next game and the next opponent. It's easy when you're 4-0 to start thinking conference championship, to start thinking college football playoff, and a potential natty, but you've just got to worry about who you're playing next. You've got this thing off to a perfect start. Let's try to stay healthy. Let's try to keep getting better each and every week.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.